Hey, what's up? And welcome to Off the Post. Today we're going to talk about Manchester United vs Coventry City, the FA Cup semi-final. Um, my feelings on that game, I was so disappointed, so frustrated with the performance. A number of individuals never performed. Very disappointing. An embarrassing performance. As soon as I went onto Twitter to see if any fans were reacting to what was going on, I immediately saw embarrassing trending. Selected embarrassing, and Manchester United was trending under embarrassing. That in itself is embarrassing. Yeah, man. No, we played an atrocious game of football, but this has been happening week in, week out. It's frustrating, but also not surprising at the same time. When teams attack us, it seems like we've got no defensive structure, no defensive shape. The handball call for Aaron Wan-Bissaka was a bit harsh. It seemed like he was pulling his arm behind his back at the time. That was harsh. And the Coventry City offside, that was close. That was like 5 centimeters, a toenail. But I think they deserve to be in the final. Man United just managed to scrape through against Coventry City, a team that is placed 8th in their league, the Championship, and they're struggling. We have no words for the way we play, man. It's just so disappointing to see the club you admire and love fall to bits like this. Rashford went off limping. I don't know where he got that injury from. He wasn't running around. He didn't try. As soon as he loses the ball, or gives the ball away rather, he doesn't even make an attempt to recover the ball. He doesn't check back. So the injury, he got injured through not running. He pulled a hamstring by not running. I've seen people being upset that Garnacho was also whooped. He was substituted. He didn't have a good game. He hasn't been playing well in a while. With that being said, Ahmad hasn't been given a chance. Anthony, since recently when he's come on, he's played well, but he hasn't given an opportunity to start. We've got Rashford and Garnacho who've been poor. No, Bruno Fernandes needs his own. He needs like 3 hours to discuss. He is also so poor. Constantly gives the ball away. I honestly cannot wait to see what happens to this manager at the end of the season. My fingers are crossed that Ineos will sack him and we'll get somebody new that's going to build the team, let us have a style of play, and then buy players to fit in that style of play. And not complain to say, I don't have the players to play the style of play I want to play or the system they want to play. You implement the style of play with the players that you have. You use the players that you have. And so far, Ten Hag has not been able to do that. It's his second season. I do not want to hear about, oh, it's been a long injury list, because Newcastle United has had a long injury list. They've had a long injury list. There's a game we played Newcastle, and they had their second and third team players in the team, but their style of play stayed the same. With us, our first team doesn't even have a style of play. We don't know what we're going to do. We do not know what we're going to do. But anyway, that game on Sunday, no, just on that result alone, even if he's made it to the final, we've got Manchester City, and they are quotes him saying that we are going to beat City. We will beat City, according to Eric Ten Hag. I'll be surprised if we don't get smashed 6-0. 6-0. Today was his press conference for tomorrow's game against Sheffield. I just want to see what he said there. I'm just going to look up some stuff that he did say. You mentioned some injuries. We do have additional injuries going into tomorrow's game. It's quite a long list now. We have got that list up somewhere. There we go. So we've got the list up. I've got this list up. We've got Terrell is out. He's been out the whole season. Anthony Martial has been out as well. He went for surgery. Luke Shaw is always injured. I hope he can get sold. Lisandro Martinez as well is out again. Victor Lindelof out. Johnny Evans is out. Rafael Varane out. Marcus Rashford seems he's also out due to Sunday's injury, ankle or foot injury. Scott McTominay, something's wrong with his hip apparently, so him. Bruno Fernandes is a doubt as well. Garnacho, he picked up a knock. Mason Mount is injured again after just coming back. And just take note, Mason Mount is Ten Hag's key signing, as he mentioned when Mount signed. And he's wearing our number 7 jersey. Willie Kambwala is out as well. Amrabat is out. How he got a knock, I have no idea. He doesn't play any games. Amrabat doesn't play any games, but he's injured. This should say something to you guys. Like, what is happening on the training pitch? What is happening on the training pitch? These are mostly muscle injuries. What is Ten Hag doing to the guys on the training pitch that all these injuries are occurring? No, man, this is embarrassing. He can't manage the players. He cannot manage the players. He's not doing proper coaching. Can't manage players. He's falling out with players. There was a time he fell out with Varane. Sancho fell out. He had to go on loan. No, this manager needs to go. Like Sunday was the last straw for a lot of other people. Like people started to recognize this manager needs to go because he's completely failing. People talk about his win percentage. What about the record he's broken through losses? Champions League group. A Champions League group where we finished last and we've conceded the most amounts of goals of any English team in the Champions League. I think it was a minus 15 goal difference. No. Copenhagen and Galatasaray was in that group. This is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. So Ten Hag actually back at the media telling them that they're embarrassing for pushing the narrative that it's embarrassing that United scraped through the FA Cup semi-final against Coventry. We squandered a 3-0 lead against the Championship club. That is embarrassing. His post-match interviews are deluded. He sounds delusional. Game after game, his assessment of our matches, saying we had control of the game, but we were just unfortunate. We've never had control of any game this season. We've been lucky in scoring goals. How we in the position we are in the league is unknown to me. It's completely unknown. We should be sitting in the second half of the table as far as I'm concerned. I cannot wait until he gets fired. I cannot wait. I'm just trying to read up on who else or what else is going on here. I think the only good news is regarding Jason Wilcox as the new technical director. And he was at City since 2012, if I'm not mistaken. 2012 till last year, 2023. He left. He went to Southampton, take up the technical director role there. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he was at Southampton. And then we headhunted him now. So he was there for almost just a year, maybe just under a year at Southampton. But City, he was the academy director there. So So I'm thinking Omar Barada that we took from City. I think he probably suggested that we get Jason Wilcox. So that's a positive. The staff in the structure of the club is coming together very nicely. I like how that has been handled. If everyone in that structure is getting replaced, then I can't see how Ten Hag is going to stay. Because Ineos, I'm sure they've got an idea of who they want, and they've probably spoken to this person already. They're changing everything, it seems. I think even the physio has gotten sacked there already. Let's look at what else we have here. Yeah, no, man, but that injury list is quite long. It is quite long. But every club is battling with injuries. Tomorrow we've got Sheffield United. I hope we can scrape a win. I wouldn't mind 3 points. I love it when my club wins. The performances, I cannot celebrate the win. I will take the 3 points, but I'm not going to celebrate the win like we did something completely amazing, because we're scraping wins. It's lucky wins. We are just winning on sheer luck at this point. Sheer luck. If a team is sitting in a low block, there's nothing much we can do. There's nothing much. We play well against Liverpool because it seemed like it's 2 chaotic teams playing a match. It's like two. It was just chaos on that pitch, and that's how I think that game ended up being like a 4-3. But people can be excited about being in a FA Cup final. I mean, excuse me, Louis van Gaal got fired soon after winning the FA Cup, so he can't think that his position is safe. Anyway, guys, I think Ten Hag is gone. I think he's gone. I can hope that he's gone. I can also hope that he's gone at the same time. Yeah, man. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, what you thought about the game, and where you'll think, if you'll think Ten Hag will stay for another season. Will Ineos keep him? Would Sir Jim Ratcliffe continue to use him for another season? He's got 1 season left on his 1 year left on his contract. I mean, they can pay him out for that and let him go. But yeah, guys, let's try and prepare for tomorrow's game, mentally and emotionally, because this is an emotional roller coaster ride when it comes to this team. Let's see what we can do. Yeah.